I made a little note there outside. Maybe for like more persuasive, like state the problem, like state like this is the problem.
No.
And then when you're writing like a solution, like okay,
All
this
right,
is my
can I-
solution.
Hold on, he's still setting up this thing.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, okay. This is Kenneth and Shelby and Will's first speech because we're computer issues.
I don't know if you'll be able to see this, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you can't see anything, but right there, I'm standing inside a pentacle. I'm performing a ceremony. It's called sweeping the corners, and it's used in neo-paganism throughout countries. So. What you just saw is a common ritual that's take places in the many ceremonies of covens. In today's Christianity, the pentacle, which I just showed you, would be associated as being evil or associated with the devil. I'm here to tell you that this symbol actually has a true meaning, along with many other symbols, and comes from a different religion. I have been studying this topic or these symbols for upwards of 5 years now, and I have been in many covens and seen the workings of many different neo-paganistic followers. And these people perform this ceremony before every single one of their rituals. I myself almost converted into neo-paganistic religions. Symbols within the pagan religion affect people's lives in every day without them noticing it. In fact, Halloween's coming up right now, and kids are going to be walking around, and they're going to be wearing a whole bunch of symbols. And for example, this symbol, or this medallion rather, came with the costume, the Emperor of Evil. That's misinformed, because this symbol isn't really evil at all. It is vital, because these signs are misinterpreted, it is vital for you to know the true meaning of these symbols and where they come from. I'll be talking about 3 specific symbols today: the pentacle, the halo, and the triquetra. Now, the first symbol I will be talking about is the pentacle. The pentacle has dated back over 3,000 years roughly. It is depicted as a star that can be pointed up or pointed down, depending on what you're worshiping at the time, within a circle. Now, the pentacle, if I can get it up.
Dr. McCamber, send the projector.
Send projector.
Left.
Other person.
Oops. Let's not do too much. The pentacle was first said to be used in the polytheistic religion that the Greeks used to practice with Athena, Poseidon, Zeus, and all those other gods. According to symboldictionary.net, the 5 points of the star have their own special meaning as well. This one would be earth, this one would be air, this one would be fire, and this one would be water. Now, the 5th point has the most meaning in the pentacle. It represents the spirit, and if it is facing this way, this point would be the goddess. If it was facing this way, it would be God. So, this symbol is commonly used as a protection charm for neo-paganistic followers. They put it on cars, they put it on doors, they put it on windows, so that they can ward off bad luck, bad karma, and other things of that nature. According to the Practitioner of Witchcraft for Today by Robin Skelton, the pentacle also represents the creative movement and flow of the universe as the central rhythm of all life. It's the arms and legs of the goddess. The arms, the legs, and the head of the goddess, with new creation and new life in her belly. It is this symbol plays a vital role in cultures from neo-paganism to polytheistic religion, whether it be goddesses and gods, or it be a single god, or it be a single god. Now, another symbol that we regularly see is the halo. The halo is depicted in artwork from Christianity to Celtic artwork to mosaics and other things like that. It is depicted as a circle of light around the head of a saint or someone who is said to be pure, and it is said that is said to be pure. This all may be true, but the halo originated from the sun worship that the Egyptians used to practice. The sun worship was to the sun god Ra. Now, the sun disk is what the halo was originally called. The sun disk was depicted around the head of Ra when he was coming up from the horizon to brighten the world in a new day. Ra has a lot of influence in Egyptian culture. Because of Ra, they were able to have new growth, new life. Everything was based off of that, off of God, the god Ra. All the major burials needed for Egyptian, in the old Egyptian times, all the major burials, the head of the deceased needed to be pointing to the east. That way that the rising sun will be able to illuminate their head every morning, and they would be purified every single time every single new day. The sun disk is also a symbol of rebirth and growth, which was also extremely important to them. In European pagan religions, the halo was depicted as a circle. The circle can either represent the sun or the full moon. Now, in neo-paganism, the sun and the moon have a lot of special meaning. High noon and midnight are the times when it's said to have the most magical power and have the most open-windowed of the soul. According to Witchcraft by Jarena Dunwich. Now, a symbol that seems to walk religion from religion to religion is the triquetra. The triquetra is essentially a knot made from three interlocking viscera piscis in a circle. It has been found in stones dating back to 600 AD at least. It doesn't have a particular starting time because we don't know when it actually started. The triquetra derives from two Latin words, meaning tri and quetra. Tri meaning three, and quetra meaning corners. So essentially it is the three corners. In Christianity, the symbol is used to depict the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and the circle around it is to show the unity of the three, so that people with this engraved on their marking have all three within them. In neo-paganism, or today's pagan religions, it represents the triple goddess. Now, the triple goddess has a specific meaning. It is mind, body, and soul. And in today's modern pagan religions, it is also a symbol of protection, like the pentacle. The distinctive knot wasn't truly developed until the 7th century and is also called the Trinity knot or the Celtic knot, or the Celtic triangle. Today's Trinity knot has a special meaning to practitioners of Wicca. It represents the goddess in her 3 forms, which is the Virgin, the Mother, and the Crone, each meaning their own thing. The Virgin meaning life, the Crone meaning death, and the Mother meaning rebirth. In the words of Scott Cunningham, the author of Wicca, a guide for the solitary practitioner, the material world and the psychic world are intertwined, and it is this very fact that establishes the magical link, that the psychic can as easily influence the material world, vice versa. Through the use of symbolism, there are so many symbols that affect our everyday lives. They are so integrated into our society that we don't even think twice about it. These 3 symbols, the pentacle, the triquetra, and the halo, are few of countless symbols that are misinterpreted every single day. So now every day when I go to sleep, I wish I would be facing my sun would be facing the eastern sky, so I too may have a halo and be sainted.